We are back with experts from the Triad's largest health systems. Dr. Ashley Parrott with Novant Health, Dr. Christopher Ohl with Wake Forest Baptist, Dr. Deanne Brooks with Cone Health. Still with us talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. For the next bit, we're going to focus on the vaccine itself. Many people say that they think the vaccine was rushed. So Dr. Brooks, without getting too much into the weeds, can you give just a little insight into the role that previous vaccines have played?
Yes, and so the way this vaccine works, and it's been being studied for about 10 years, it's called messenger RNA technology, and it's really been studied for quite a while. It's different than other vaccines that usually have a little bit of the either dead or inactivated virus as part of it. And with this vaccine, it basically teaches your body to recognize the disease and then fight the disease with antibodies that your body has created.
All right, so the science is there. We have two vaccine options with a third possible option on the way. So Dr. Ohl, how are the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines similar, and then how are they different?
Well, they're mostly similar. They're both messenger RNA vaccines. The constructs of messenger RNA are very, very close. They both are enclosed in a little bit of a fat globule, so it can enter into your body to make the spike proteins. And the efficacy is the same, 95%, and the adverse events, which are really expected, including pain and sometimes some fever and chills, are the same as well. So the only thing that's different about them is that the second dose for the Pfizer vaccines at 21 days, second dose for the Moderna vaccines at 28 days. And they have some different storage requirements as far as their temperature that they have to be kept at. But I think for the average person out there, you can consider them pretty much interchangeable. But one important thing, if you got, Moderna first, you'll want to get Moderna for your second shot. It's only if it's not available or there's no other option would you switch vaccines between the two.
All right, so that's an answer to a very common question. If you get the Pfizer, you take the Pfizer for the first and second dose, Moderna first and second dose. All right, Dr. Parrott, we've seen hospitals using extra cold freezers for the vaccine. So let's talk a little bit about why those are needed.
So the vaccines, the messenger RNA vaccines, are extremely fragile. So we have to keep them in the ultra low freezers to keep them safe until they're able to be given to patients. The good news is that these messenger RNA vaccines are very safe. They only last in your body for a little while, long enough to teach your body how to fight the virus, and then they're gone and they won't harm you.
And one of the biggest concerns that people have, is side effects. We touched on that just briefly. So, Dr. Brooks, what are the known side effects that we have with this?
Yes, fortunately, these are very well tolerated, and what recipients can usually see is they might get a headache or feel tired, and their arm might feel sore the next day. And sometimes it's a little bit more pronounced with the second dose than the first, but not always.
Mm-hmm. And then let's talk about some of the vulnerable groups, Dr. Ohl, like pregnant women, people with illnesses. How do they know that it's safe for them to get the vaccine?
Yeah, well, so immunocompromised patients, elderly patients, and patients with underlying illnesses and diseases were included in the clinical trial, and there was no bad safety signals in any of this. The side effects weren't any different. For pregnancy, pregnant women weren't in the trials, but this type of vaccine should be fine in pregnancy because it's not a live virus vaccine. It doesn't replicate in your body. It can't go across the placenta. And so it'll actually make antibodies in a pregnant woman, and those antibodies can cross the placenta into the baby and help protect the baby when they're born for a few months. So the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology says and advocates that pregnant women should get vaccinated because of their higher risk of complications during pregnancy. And I totally agree with that.
All right, good to know. All right, so we're taking your questions coming up very shortly. Thank you very much for answering the round of questions.